Welcome to This Explainer. You know, roughly 500 years ago, human history hit a real crossroads. Today, we're going to take a calm, deep dive into a period that fundamentally changed how we understand the universe and really laid the invisible groundwork for the modern civilization we live in today.
Now, when you hear the word Renaissance, your mind probably naturally drifts to famous paintings, grand architecture, or masterful sculptures. And it's totally understandable to view this period just through the lens of an artistic rebirth. But we really have to ask ourselves, was the Renaissance just about art? Because when you look a little closer at the history, a very different, much broader picture starts to emerge.
The reality and the central thesis we're exploring today is that it was actually an age of groundbreaking inventions. It wasn't just about beautiful paintings, it was a pivotal technological turning point that transformed civilization itself. It successfully shifted humanity out of the medieval age by completely changing how we perceive reality, how we travel, how we fight, and ultimately how we seek the truth.
To understand how this happened, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to look at 1. A new technological age. 2. Why did innovation accelerate? 3. Measuring time and space. 4. Navigation and military power. 5. The scientific method. And finally 6. Building the modern world. We'll be looking closely at the causes, the specific mechanisms, and the lasting effects of these breakthroughs.
Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, a new technological age.
To start, we need to situate ourselves in time. We're looking at a timeline from the 1400s, when we see this initial technological emergence, through the 1500s, where innovation really accelerates, and into the 1600s, which laid the solid foundations of modern science. Across these roughly 200 years, several key technologies didn't just appear, they emerged or improved so dramatically that their fundamental function completely changed. Moving on to Section 2. Why did innovation accelerate? Before we look at the specific tools and machines themselves, we really need to understand the why behind this sudden boom. Why right then? Well, it was caused by a unique convergence of different forces. First, you had growing wealth from trade in cities like Florence and Venice, which basically funded brilliant inventors. At the same time, newly rediscovered Greek and Roman texts were merging with fresh ideas. Then, there was fierce military and economic competition between European states, driving a desperate need for better tech. Add to that the highly skilled craftsmanship by glassmakers and metalworkers, people who could finally build precise tools. And tying the whole shebang together, the printing press. It allowed all these discoveries to spread across Europe at an unprecedented speed, creating a really powerful cycle of innovation.
Section 3, measuring time and space. Now we're going to transition into the how, looking at the specific mechanisms that actually altered human perception of reality.
Let's start with time. Think about how time worked before all this. Medieval time was pretty simple. It was dictated by the sun. You worked from sunrise to sunset. But the Renaissance introduced highly accurate, portable mechanical clocks. Instead of the sun, these clocks used intricate gears to divide time into precise, equal numeric intervals. So for the first time ever, time wasn't tied to nature. It became a concrete number. You could schedule work, coordinate meetings, and organize large-scale trade around exact hours and minutes. It's a single, mechanical shift that completely rewired the structure of human society.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how a simple mechanism, carefully shaped glass lenses, totally shattered our understanding of scale. Inventors used these lenses in telescopes to magnify the distant universe, letting us physically see things like moons around Jupiter. And conversely, they used them in microscopes to reveal an entirely invisible, microscopic world right in front of us. These tools proved definitively that reality was far larger and far smaller than anyone had ever guessed.
Section 4, navigation and military power. So lenses expanded our vision, but other Renaissance technologies expanded our physical reach across the globe, and at the same time, transformed political structures back home. Back then, long ocean voyages into the complete unknown were incredibly dangerous. A slight miscalculation could easily mean getting entirely lost at sea. To solve this need for profound precision, sailors started using instruments like the astrolabe to calculate their exact position by looking at the stars. You combine that with much improved compasses and highly accurate maps, and suddenly, unprecedented global exploration became survivable. For the first time, continents that had been isolated for millennia were reliably connected.
Meanwhile, back on land, a different piece of technology was completely changing the political landscape: gunpowder weapons. Previously, feudal nobles held power by relying on heavy stone castles for defense, but cannons could destroy those castle walls with ease. Furthermore, muskets allowed large armies to be trained up much more quickly. Because these new weapons required immense cost and massive scale, military power logically shifted away from local nobles and directly into the hands of large, centralized states.
Section 5. The scientific method. So far, we've covered clocks, lenses, navigation, and gunpowder. But perhaps the most vital invention of the entire era wasn't a physical object at all. It was a structural way of thinking.
You say, for centuries, people relied heavily on ancient authority and tradition to explain how the world worked. The Renaissance introduced a totally new framework, the scientific method. Thinkers began asking a sequence of very simple questions. 1. What do we observe carefully? 2. Can we actually test this idea? And 3. Do the results of that test match the initial idea? By trusting evidence over tradition, this logical progression became the absolute foundation of modern science.
Section 6. Building the modern world. We've explored the causes and the specific mechanisms. Now, let's connect these 500-year-old breakthroughs directly to the reality you and I experience today. Let's map it out carefully. Mechanical clocks led directly to industrial society and our ability to coordinate on a massive scale. Gunpowder weapons laid the groundwork for the modern nation-states we recognize today. Navigation tools enabled global exploration, giving us the connected continents of our modern economy. Telescopes and microscopes built the basis for our modern understanding of nature, and the scientific method gave us the evidence-based thinking we rely on right now. There's a clear, logical flow straight from 15th century tools to our modern world.
So, to summarize our central idea here, the Renaissance was far more than an artistic rebirth. It was a definitive technological turning point. The way we measure time, study nature, travel across the globe, and build our infrastructure all grew from breakthroughs made during this specific window of time. 5 centuries later, we are fundamentally still living in the world those inventions created.
So the next time you check your exact schedule, or look at a map on your phone, or even read a piece of scientific news, ask yourself, how many of your daily actions today rely completely on these 500-year-old breakthroughs? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.